Hello, my beautiful friends. First of all, as I was sitting here arranging my camera out on my deck, a tiny little white feather just blew by, and I live on the third floor. And there's not a bird in sight, even though I have a bird feeder back there. But, anyways, so blessings abound, signs abound. And before I get into why I even started this video, I do want to say that signs are a tricky thing because we make it a mental game. And if we just allowed signs to be what they were, which is something that's only to be interpreted by the spirit and accepted and felt by the heart, it would be a lot easier to read the signs. And our spirit guides wouldn't get so irritated that they've sent us like 27,000 before we actually get the picture. And that's not to say when you see a synchronicity or a number sequence that you can't Google it or whatever. But I find the most impactful practice is when you accept it and thank spirit for it before you even know what it means. Today, for example, there was a ton of traffic on the highway, so I pulled up my map on my phone and I saw where the traffic ended, and it ended right before the next exit. So I was like, okay, I have to reroute myself. So those of you that have iPhones know that you can just like drop a pin. So I dropped a pin at literally a random part of this street, okay? And I hit map, go. I'm towards the end now, and it's not a place, it's just a place on a street with no home, no building, no nothing. And as I'm finishing up this route, it says 777 whatever road is on your left. And I was like, I really just randomly dropped a pin at 777. I had no idea. And I just said thank you, and I smiled. And that's it. You know what I mean? That's all you need right now. You know what I mean? But anyways, how's everybody doing? I love you all so much. I'm here to remind you that, as always, if you want access to my mid-month readings, you can join Siren Gang. All that information is below. And I wanted to talk about the fact that I'm going to be altering my website soon. For those of you that have booked with me before, you know that I have like a booking service where you pick a time and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to slowly be changing it to a store. So instead of like picking a time, you would put the reading in a cart, you know, like you're shopping, and then I would email you about when you're going to have it. It's just going to be easier for me and ultimately for you guys. Also because some of you know I have ritual kits that I make that are custom for you. It includes stones, it includes incense, it includes an incantation that you say personally over the candle, that I send you for your own purposes depending on what it is that you're seeking a kit for. I dress the candle with some oils, again, all personal to you. And then what's really cool is the paper that the incantation comes on is made out of flower seeds. So you can plant it in the ground and literally watch your manifestations bloom. They're super cool. You can either get them by themselves or with a reading. Unfortunately, I can only send them to people in the US right now. It's a little tricky to mail overseas, but I hope to be able to expand it to Canada and maybe the UK if they get more popular. I am also feeling called to part with the majority of my crystal collection. I have collected a lot of crystals over my path over the last 4 years or so, and recently I've started to purchase larger pieces for myself, but I have a lot of smaller ones and I want to share those with you guys. So I plan on listing them most likely in like collections, like small clusters, like 4 or 5 stones a piece. So look out on Instagram for that, look out on my site for that. And if you, again, want like a custom crystals collection, you don't know how to start, I started by wearing crystals in my bra. Dead serious. Because you keep them close to your chest, keep them close to your heart, and it's a really good way to start. So a lot of them are smaller, like carryable size, which are great. But yeah, so look out for that. And again, that'll only be for my US friends. Let's see. I just love you guys, and eclipses are coming. Cancer season is coming. Venus is in Leo though. Hello, shout out to all my Venus and Leos because we've been feeling froggy. We've been feeling extra fresh. I got my hair turned silver gray, so you know your girl's already on and popping with all the with all the shit. But yeah, so I also, after I put up the July readings, the general July readings, I am gonna put up eclipse readings as well. I'm probably gonna put them as individual signs because I know y'all hate when it's by element, even if it's time stamped. I don't know, I guess we don't like the fast forward button. What are you gonna do? And also the solstice is on Thursday. And I don't know how y'all are feeling, but I know for me, there's a heavy finality to the energy right now. And it's not because anything is really final. Everything is infinite, right? We know this. We know it in our heart and ultimately, but there's and I've been talking about it, there's this heavy deviation that is occurring. And it's the almost like official dislodgement, if you will, of the third dimension from the fifth dimension. And the fourth dimension is going to coexist for quite some time, right? Because people that are primarily third can float up to the fourth, right? And people that are primarily fifth can float down to the fourth. And that's where we intermingle, right? But I think it's going to get a lot harder for us to either rise up or float down to that fourth dimension. And there's just a lot happening. So breathe, okay? A lot of heart chakra stuff, a lot of trauma in the hips, in the base of the spine. Whether you want to call it Kundalini or not is your own game. It's what you're called to feel like you're going through. But I will tell you, there's a lot of body releases. Mine's a lot of left side stuff, a lot of lower body stuff, which is all about safety, security, right? Root chakra stuff. What else? If you guys ever have any questions, if you're not sure what reading to get, what is suited for you, whatever, please just reach out to me, okay? Because I can help you, I can guide you. And I know some of you have asked me why I'm not selling the mid-month readings individually. Because right now I give all 12 plus $3 off plus a blog that I do pretty much weekly on my website for $10, okay, a month. Now, I might reach out to my Siren Gang people and ask them how they would feel about me selling the videos individually, but in order to make it fair to the people that are paying $10 a month, I would have to charge like $8 a video. And, so at that rate, y'all might as well just join, right? Because everyone has at least a different, like, it's very rare that someone has same sun, moon, and rising sign. So you're at least watching 2 videos, if not 3, and then you want to watch your mans, or you want to watch your best friends, like, so it really is a good deal, because most people sell those videos for $6 to $12 a piece, and I don't want to do that to y'all. And y'all know how long my readings are. It's a separate spiritual career reading and a love reading, so they're like 22 to 30 minutes a piece. And they're on my website. In honor of the divine feminine and of the solstice, I'm getting a new kitty. I actually started dreaming about orange cats that sat in my left pocket probably about like 7 months ago. And I found an orange kitty, came to me randomly. And she's gonna be ready to come home right around the eclipses, actually. And I'm excited to do those eclipse readings. If I really, really like the spread that I create for you guys, for the generals, I will put that out as like a service that you can get to and how the eclipses are going to affect you. So stay tuned for that. And as always, if you want to keep in touch with me on a regular basis, on a consistent basis, follow me on Twitter or Instagram @_spiritual siren. That's where you're going to find me. Also, I hope to bring the collective more written word. My spirit guides have been banging me on the head about that. And I gotta do it before they beat me up for real. And I'm just here to remind you all to not get so caught up in everything outside of yourself. The media is wild, okay? Celebrity gossip is wild. The news is wild. And I'm not saying it's not real, but you need to really be mindful of how much you're ingesting on a daily basis and how much you're allowing it to affect you. Because yes, it's one thing to see things and have to kind of mourn it and just take in the weight of it, but it's another thing to be heavily energetically invested in everything that you can't change and that doesn't even affect you. Like celebrity gossip definitely doesn't affect us. Like it just doesn't even matter. I mean, if you like to watch it for fun or engage in it for fun and you can also detach easily, then God bless. But if it really affects you and you find yourself spending a lot of time engaging in that stuff, be mindful, because this is about your spiritual health, okay? A lot of us, including myself, don't want to believe in spiritual warfare, don't want to believe in psychological warfare, and I didn't want to believe in it. But it's really real, and you have to be doing spiritual maintenance for yourself, whether that is baths or red light therapy saunas or eating clean or running, on the treadmill or whatever. Okay. For me, I do candle work. Okay. I have a working altar. That's what I do. I also hope to bring you guys candle work in the future. But again, it would be on a custom basis. I don't feel like anything is just like cut and dry for one person. And what's better than custom? You know what I mean? Custom is the best. But anyways, if you guys have any questions, there's something that you love about my channel that you wish I would expand upon, or that, I've thought about doing webinars, but the only people that have asked me to do webinars are people that want me to teach how to read tarot, and I'm not about to do that anytime soon, because I read in a more intuitive basis, not like a traditional basis, and I just don't feel that that's my calling right now. But other than that, I'm here for you, woman of the people. I love you all so much, and I'll talk to you soon. Mwah.